Hello, this is Stephen Giles, founder of Team Fairness and the Church of Fairness. I wrote the World Fairness Agreement. It's just 4 pages long. I'm attempting to unify people with the notion that we should not be done wrong by anyone, and therefore we agree to not do others wrong. People shouldn't do other people wrong. We all know that. So Donald Trump, I watched a video of him saying the people at CNN are gutless cowards. And so I made a little comical short video with a super close-up of my face saying, God is going to fuck Trump up. So, see, this Trump's team, MAGA, the gangsters, the bullies that support the bully in chief. Trump is the bully in chief. They want to have us afraid. They want to create fear in us so that we don't dare stop them. That is the way that they will win if they win. They will have the people of the USA that don't like what Trump's doing, that don't like what MAGA is doing. They want us to be silenced. And if we are silenced, they will take over the country more than they have now. So, if people all supported this idea that God is going to punish Trump, if you don't want to use the swear word, God's going to punish Trump. God is going to punish Trump. And MAGA. God is going to punish MAGA. Now, not all people in MAGA are bullies. They're not all people doing others wrong. So it's a case-by-case basis. I understand that. So I'm speaking in generalities. I just made the video and I observed my feedback going on in my head. It was interesting. There's a internal voice that's trying to tell me, don't do that, don't post that. It's trying to provoke fear. So it's an adversarial voice that wants me to be afraid of Trump. Like they're going to kill me. I'm like, why don't they kill me right now? It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll be more powerful than ever, and they'll be damned. They'll be in big trouble for killing me. I have nothing to lose. So let's see how brave they are. Trump and his followers. They're calling us on to a fight. So the way to fight is to organize. Hopefully people will join with me, with Team Fairness, so we can show them a better way to be empowered, a better way to achieve authority by being fair to others. They're creating a big problem in their life. They're trying to pump themselves up psychologically. They're high on adrenaline. They're high on their self-righteousness. They're drunken with emotion. They're drunken with emotions. So this is what we want to avoid. So it's like I don't want to go to emotion with this stuff. I don't fight, I forgive myself. So when I say we need to fight them, we need to oppose them. We need to take our country back. Because, I'll show you what I found from the Copilot AI. Well, first of all, someone's trying to blame it on Islam. So I hear a telepathic voice that the Muslims call women cows. And so I ask AI, and it says, you have to be careful with that kind of a claim because it's not in any of the Muslim literature. And so it's not any more in Islam than anywhere else. Maybe it's less in Islam, I don't know. But this tendency of men calling females cows is really evil. It's evil. It's an evil thing for men to do. So I typed in this: men should stop calling women and anyone else should stop name calling. Men should stop name calling women and anyone else. Trump is a bad example in this area. He is very disrespectful to some people. He is making USA an evil nation. Here's AI's comment. You're tapping into a powerful concern. How leadership and public discourse shape the moral tone of a nation. When influential figures engage in name-calling or disrespect, especially toward women or marginalized groups, it can normalize incivility and erode the cultural expectation of mutual respect. Why name-calling matters. Dehumanization. Reducing people to insults or labels strips away their dignity and makes it easier to justify mistreatment. That's what Trump's trying to do. He's trying to create a bunch of violence of MAGA people burning down establishments, shooting people, running over people with cars, mass murders. Trump is a terrorist. They should put him in prison for terrorism. Now, immediately. Okay, here's the second comment. Ripple effect. When leaders behave disrespectfully, it often trickles down, emboldening others to act similarly in workplaces, schools, and online spaces. Moral leadership. A nation's character is reflected not just in laws, but in how its leaders speak and treat others. Civility isn't weakness, it's strength with restraint. U.S. on the U.S. and moral identity. Calling the U.S. an evil nation is a strong statement, and it reflects deep frustration. But it's worth distinguishing between the actions of individuals or administrations which may be harmful or unjust, the border potential of a nation, which includes millions of people striving for justice, equity, and compassion. So it's saying, don't generalize and call the whole nation evil. What I said is it's making us become evil. We're on the path of becoming more evil. They're evil, and if they take over, we'll be forced into being an evil nation. Even though we don't want to be an evil nation, we will be ruled by evil, and we will be an evil nation. Okay, America has always been a paradox, capable of great harm and great healing. The question is whether its people and institutions can hold leaders accountable and still steer toward the better angels of their nature. That's interesting because I'm focusing on this area of we have the evil spirits and the angel spirits. So I'm glad that they're defined as the angels of our nature. The God friends of our nature. And God's going to fuck Trump up. And MAGA. God is going to fuck MAGA up. This is what God does. It's through all of our stories. Look what happened to Hitler. And let's look at what happened with Germany under Hitler. They became an evil nation. Now, people can disagree with this. Let's have a conversation. And there's this potential for death threats. There's this potential that someone kills me over this. But look at what happens if I don't say something. Then I'm forced to be ruled by a leadership of evil. And we're being surrounded by enemies. Canada, Mexico, all the other nations of the world see us as a rogue, evil nation that needs to be stopped. So, I define evil as unfairness. When you do someone wrong, that's evil. So am I doing Trump and MAGA wrong? No. I'm telling the truth about them. They're evil. They do people wrong. God's going to punish them. Every single one of them that is doing people wrong. Not just them. If you're doing people wrong, God will punish you. Me included. The God of fairness, the God of goodness. It happens through karma. Karma is what's going to happen next. That's the question. Let's just observe the following events that happen in the USA. Massive floodings, fires. There was several businesses burned down in Salt Lake City. A fire in a Mexican restaurant. I had a thought, what if it was like a MAGA person that used arson to attack the Latino people? Because there's all this hatred against the Latinos because of the deportation. It's being investigated now as to the cause of the fire. That's all I could find. There has been mass murders. There's been people being shot and all over the country the past several days. Daily. I mean, what's going to happen today? This is what I'm talking about. The karma of the thing. So if there's anything I can do to rally the people against MAGA and Trump, I'll do it. They need to be stopped right now. We need to have people respect the truth. They are anti-truth. They are anti-Christ. Christ is truth. They're anti-Christ. Truth is important. Science is fantastic at creating human understanding of truth that we have never understood before. This is a problem. The population in America is being dumbed down to the point they're anti-science. So anyway, This is going to be interesting. I wonder if I'll finally get a video to be successful. Thank you.